What's up, good people? Bernard Riley back in here with another one where I attack ideas and not people. This one is going to take a little bit of emotional intelligence because I'm somewhat playing devil's advocate. I'm trying to tease out a few ideas. Let's see where this goes. Let's go down this rabbit hole with me because Boosie gave his response on a DJ Vlad interview of what he thinks about Rihanna getting pregnant and not being married. Because Boosie is what some people would probably call a hood conservative from a culture warrior type of standpoint. So it's interesting to see the position that he takes when it comes to children out of wedlock versus the position that he takes in the arguments that he makes when it comes to things involving the LGBTQ, RS, and so forth, or however many letters.
But don't cut his dick off, bro. Like, don't address him as a woman, dog. He's 12 years old. He's not.
It's interesting, but let's break it down. Let's look at what he said and let's draw some parallels here. DJ Vlad said he was disappointed that Rihanna didn't get married before getting pregnant for the first time because being married would look better amongst her peers. Boosie replied by saying, F all that. It's what makes you happy. Nobody don't give a F about peers. What she got to follow somebody else drip for? She know what she effing doing. Everybody ain't got to be mother effing that jump in marriages and steal your mother sneaking geek.
What?
When DJ Vlad said that there are reports that marriage is in the future for the expecting parents, the Wipe Me Down rapper added, okay, well, that's what they gonna do. But you can't judge her for not being married. Like, bro, people effing. If baby come, the babies come. The 39-year-old rapper doubled down on marriage not being a requirement for everyone and the importance of not letting the public influence your personal decisions when you're a public figure. They have a mutual understanding. Everybody not for fake marriages. Everybody's not for it. If they won't do it, they can do it. Huh?
What?
But they don't have to do it when the world says it. Boosie added that many needed to follow their heart instead of focusing on public opinion. That's where people go wrong at, letting the world make their decisions. He continued, I don't let the world make my decisions. I let my heart make my decisions. So if you figured out where I'm going with this, he's more or less using a lot of the same rhetoric and talking points that's used against him when he's making arguments or points against the LGBTQRS and so on. They say a lot of the same things. Now, in no way, shape, or form am I saying letting your son wear a dress is up there with being okay with women having babies out of wedlock or people not being married before they have children, however you want to word it. In no way, shape, or form am I saying that that's the same thing. I'm just acknowledging simple fact that a lot of black people are jumping off the liberal bandwagon because a lot of what's going on over there is just a free-for-all, let everybody in, any lifestyle is okay, and there's a lot of black people who can't rock with that, who can't get jiggy with that, so they're jumping off the bandwagon for that reason. But people who will fall in the category of Boosie, this hood conservative type, it's one thing to be against Dwayne Wade letting his son wear a dress, but when you're talking about women giving birth to children and not being married, even though Rihanna, understandably so, like he said, she's a billionaire or millionaire or whatever she is, she's going to be fine and her kids are going to be fine. No ifs, ands, or buts about that. But if we extrapolate it to the wider society, extrapolate it to black people as a whole, it is problematic that happens. And so this is the question that I have for somebody who's more on the little Boosie hood conservative type of spectrum. If you have a major problem, which understandably so, a little boy getting put in a dress, but you don't got a problem with babies being born out of wedlock, which means that they're going to be primarily raised by a single mother, which increases the chance that they're going to be more on the effeminate side, which increases the chances that they will end up being that boy in a dress. So it's like when you go hard against one, it's like you're being a culture warrior for one thing, for one result, but the thing that increases the probability of that result, you're not being a culture warrior for that. So I'm not saying that the boy in a dress is okay. What I'm saying is that if you're going to jump on one thing over here, but not look at the root cause of it over here, are you truly being consistent with your, staunch down, shoot it straight, call it like it is, culture warrior, hood conservatism, or whatever Boosie is? Because I don't know what he is sometimes, but he is somewhat of a culture warrior when it comes to this kind of stuff. But to give a pass to baby mama and baby daddyism, even though Rihanna is fine, she's rich, her kid is going to go to private school, is going to have a wonderful life, even if they never get married. But overall, at large, can you be a champion against one, but dismissive of the other? Those two things connect. Even when some people get more on the conservative side, there's still vestiges of their liberal beginnings that sort of conflict with their newfound, at least cultural conservatism. That was the thing that I said. It may take a little bit of emotional intelligence to really break that down, because I'm not advocating for, boys being put in dresses and the whole works. I'm not advocating for that in any way, shape, or form. But I do want to know your thoughts on that. Can you be against the boy in the dress, or boys being effeminized? Can you truly be against that, but be okay with children being born out of wedlock and say, hey, those are personal life choices. Don't let the public influence you. You don't got to be married. You don't got to worry about this. Can you use that same rhetoric about, that they would use against him? Live your own life, make your own choices, live life for you, be free, be happy, do what you want to do. Can you say that over here when you're talking about children being born in non-traditional circumstances? Can you say that? Can you honestly say that, but then turn around and criticize the boy in the dress, but when you're putting the cape on for the situations, the type of lifestyle choices that ultimately lead to more boys ending up in dresses, not having the man in the house? That's the question I'm throwing on the table. I do want you to answer that one in the chat room. Answer that one in the chat room. Let me know what you think. And we out of here. Peace.